Luxury. It evokes images of glittering handbags, diamond watches, limited edition sneakers, and haute couture gowns. We see the window displays, the glossy magazine covers, the influencers flaunting designer logos, and we assume the industry is simply a collection of individual brands competing for attention. But the truth is far more hidden, far more powerful. Beneath the surface of glitz and glamour lies a secret network, a tightly interwoven empire of conglomerates, financiers, and families controlling nearly every aspect of the global luxury market. Three names dominate this world: LVMH, Kering, and Richemont. Together, they own the majority of luxury brands you recognize: Louis Vuitton, Dior, Gucci, Balenciaga, Cartier, Montblanc, and dozens more. But it's not just ownership. They influence trends, pricing, global fashion narratives, and even the social meaning of luxury. Every product you perceive as exclusive has passed through layers of carefully coordinated control, ensuring that scarcity, desirability, and prestige are engineered, not accidental. This is a story about power disguised as elegance, a story about families and executives who manipulate the culture, economics, and psychology of status. It's about how luxury became less a market and more a controlled network. By the end, the sparkle of your designer bag will carry the weight of centuries-old strategy, global economics, and social engineering. The LVMH empire. At the center of luxury sits LVMH Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, the undisputed titan of fashion, cosmetics, and spirits. Led by Bernard Arnault, one of the richest people on earth, LVMH controls over 70 prestigious brands spanning fashion, leather goods, watches, jewelry, cosmetics, and wine and spirits. But LVMH is more than a collection of brands, it's a vertically integrated powerhouse. The conglomerate controls production, marketing, distribution, and retail. By owning factories, exclusive boutiques, and marketing channels, LVMH can manipulate supply, release products selectively, and dictate market perception. Limited editions, collaboration drops, and high-profile celebrity endorsements are all part of a strategy to maintain the illusion of rarity. Arnault's influence extends beyond mere business. He shapes global fashion trends through strategic acquisitions, partnerships, and sponsorships of high-profile events like the Cannes Film Festival, Art Basel, and the Venice Biennale. Every step ensures that LVMH brands aren't just products. They are cultural symbols, aspirational markers, and tools of social hierarchy. Financially, LVMH uses its scale to dominate pricing. By controlling production and distribution, the conglomerate ensures that the same handbag can cost 5 times more than a similar quality product from an independent brand. Scarcity is manufactured, not natural. And through subsidiaries in advertising, media, and digital marketing, LVMH manages the narrative, often dictating which brands get the spotlight and which remain obscure. Kering, the art of controversy. Next comes Kering, another French giant led by François-Henri Pinault. Kering owns luxury titans such as Gucci, Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, Bottega Veneta, and Alexander McQueen. Kering's strategy differs subtly from LVMH. While LVMH relies on sheer scale and control, Kering leverages edgy marketing, high-profile controversies, and brand storytelling to maintain desirability. The network Kering has built is as much cultural as it is corporate. Gucci's provocative campaigns, Balenciaga's streetwear collaborations, and Bottega Veneta's quiet yet exclusive branding all serve to reinforce perceived exclusivity. By managing which celebrities, artists, and influencers wear their products, Kering shapes cultural hierarchies. This is a world where perception equals power, and Pinault's empire ensures that its brands remain aspirational at every level. Financial control is similarly strategic. By staggering releases, controlling global stock, and setting price floors, Kering can protect its high margins. In a market where counterfeit goods proliferate, scarcity management ensures that the brand retains symbolic and financial value, even in regions where fake luxury floods the streets. Kering also invests heavily in sustainability and tech-driven initiatives, creating the image of a socially conscious, forward-looking conglomerate, further enhancing brand prestige in a market increasingly sensitive to ethics and social responsibility. Richemont, tradition and craftsmanship. The third pillar of global luxury is Richemont, headquartered in Switzerland and led by Johann Rupert. Richemont specializes in watches, jewelry, and high-end accessories, controlling names like Cartier, Montblanc, Van Cleef and Arpels, and Piaget. Unlike LVMH and Kering, Richemont focuses on tradition, craftsmanship, and heritage. Its network thrives on exclusivity derived from skill and history rather than marketing spectacle. Richemont invests in proprietary production facilities, training schools, and artisan workshops. By controlling the creation process from start to finish, the company maintains not only high quality, but also the perception that its products cannot be replicated. Scarcity is again engineered, not by limiting stock across stores, but by limiting the very production capacity. A Cartier watch is not just a product. It is the result of years of apprenticeship, intricate craftsmanship, and strategic control over rare materials like gold and diamonds. This emphasis on heritage allows Richemont to maintain high margins, justify astronomical prices, and cultivate an aura of legitimacy. It's a network built not on flashy marketing, but on cultivated prestige. And it appeals to a different segment of luxury consumers, those who equate value with skill, history, and authenticity. The invisible threads connecting them. While these conglomerates operate independently, their dominance creates an invisible network controlling nearly all of global luxury. The three groups account for more than 80% of major luxury sales worldwide. They dictate pricing norms, trends, and even consumer expectations. Independent brands struggle to compete unless acquired or integrated into this ecosystem. Luxury shows, advertising agencies, fashion magazines, influencers, and even art fairs are often aligned with these conglomerates. Media coverage, celebrity partnerships, and marketing campaigns are rarely random. They are part of a broader network that reinforces dominance. For example, if LVMH promotes a new handbag through a star-studded event, it sets a template that other brands must follow, shaping trends across the industry. Even stock markets and investment firms recognize their monopoly power. Shares of these conglomerates are seen as safe bets in the luxury sector, reinforcing financial influence over other aspirants. When a trend takes off in one brand, the ripple effects across the network dictate pricing, availability, and desirability in ways invisible to the consumer. Manipulating perception and scarcity. The secret to this control is psychology. Luxury is as much about perception as product. Conglomerates engineer scarcity, hype, and emotional appeal. Limited editions, pre-orders, and exclusive collections convince consumers that ownership confers social distinction. Brands carefully decide which stores get certain products, creating a geographic scarcity that feels organic. Marketing campaigns craft narratives of craftsmanship, legacy, and aspiration. Every element, from Instagram posts to red carpet appearances, is orchestrated to maintain the illusion of exclusivity. Consumers willingly pay high premiums, believing that the luxury item signifies status, taste, and refinement, often unaware that much of the market is controlled by three conglomerates coordinating supply and narrative. Counterfeit markets add another dimension. While illegal replicas circulate, they paradoxically strengthen the desire for authentic luxury controlled by the network. Scarcity, desirability, and social signaling reinforce each other, and the conglomerates profit from every step, from high-end boutiques to limited resale markets, modern challenges and digital disruption. Luxury's secret network is not immune to change. The rise of digital retail, social media marketing, and e-commerce platforms introduces new players and challenges. Direct-to-consumer brands, NFT fashion collectibles, and Instagram-driven hype can bypass traditional conglomerate channels. Yet LVMH, Kering and Richemont adapt quickly. They acquire promising digital-first brands, launch their own e-commerce platforms, and even explore blockchain to verify authenticity. By doing so, they retain dominance while co-opting innovation, ensuring the network remains unbroken. Consumer awareness is also shifting. Modern buyers increasingly consider sustainability, ethics, and labor practices. Luxury conglomerates respond with eco-friendly materials, artisan programs, and charity collaborations. Even these measures serve the network. They maintain prestige, justify pricing, and reinforce consumer loyalty, all while keeping the core system of control intact. The world of luxury is not just about glitter and glamour. It is an intricate network of economic power, cultural influence, and psychological engineering. Through LVMH, Kering, and Richemont, a handful of families and executives shape the tastes, spending habits, and aspirations of millions. They control scarcity, manipulate perception, and protect profit margins across continents. Every handbag, watch, or designer shoe carries not just material value, but the imprint of decades of strategic control. Luxury is more than a market. It is an engineered system of status, desire, and exclusivity. Understanding this hidden network changes the way we see luxury, no longer as simple indulgence, but as a carefully curated expression of power and influence. The next time you marvel at a luxury boutique, remember, the sparkle isn't just in the product, it's in the empire that controls it.